So welcome to lesson 12 now of this bite-sized guitar lessons for beginners series. And today we're going to be adding on to your 1, 2, 3, 4 callus building exercise that you already have been practicing. Okay? You might want to slow it down again for this one. So if you've come to the point where you're doing it pretty fast and you're using your metronome and your metronome count might be pretty high, maybe you're at like 100 beats per minute or something like that. Who knows? I don't know. You could be at 60. There's no better or worse here. I'm just saying. If you've sped up in that practice, you're probably going to want to slow down again, come back to the beginning. This is going to happen over and over again. Come back to basics, like you're starting over again, and we're going to change the exercise. So we're going to be adding in what's called alternate picking. Now, alternate picking is very important for you to be able to play so many things. And I'll be honest with you, I actually played for a year and a half and got pretty decent at playing, a lot of songs. But when it came to soloing, I never learned how to alternate pick. So I only down pick, right? I was only picking down, okay? I wasn't picking up. Alternate picking is alternating between down and up all the time. So in other words, you pick from the top of the string one time, the next time you go under the string and pick up, okay? That's what alternate picking is. And I had to relearn that. I had to stop. I had to just do a bunch of exercises for a long time and practice that until I was able to do that. So it takes time, it's something you want to learn from the beginning so you don't have to go back and do it like that. But that's how we learn, all right? I'm not disappointed about it. It's just what happened, right? And there's a lot of things like that. There's a lot of techniques that I learned a lot from books, right? There was no videos like this. So I couldn't see anybody do it. I was looking at books and pictures and, you can't get a great angle from that. So, sometimes you learn something wrong. You got to go back and fix it. And it's just part of it, have fun. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going like this. This is what we were doing, right? That's what we were doing. Now we're going to do this. Every time you pick down, the next time you pick up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, until you get to the top, and then come back down the same way, like this. I'm going to zoom in on my picking hand because you already know what my left hand is doing, right? And then again, you keep moving up. Move up to the 2nd fret and do it all over again. Okay? And keep doing that all the way up and down. This is what we're adding in. This time, what your focus is learning the right hand, right? This alternate picking, this technique. So every time you pick down, if you notice when I got to the bottom of the guitar, you can do it either way. I choose to pick up, then down when I'm coming back up. Okay? You could pick down, then up. It's okay. For me, it just feels easier when you come to the next string to pick up first because it's the first stroke and you're already down below the string. Just like when you're coming from the top, it's easier to pick down first because you're coming down from the string above it. That's all. That's my rationale. All right? So again, you're not changing or adding any exercises. What you're doing is adjusting the exercises that you're doing to include these new techniques. So the one you're practicing, again, your practice includes 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise all the way up as far as you can. Build your calluses, but you're practicing it now, not with the downstrokes anymore, just the downstrokes. You're practicing always with alternate picking. So that's the difference. Practice 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise with alternate picking. Practice number 2 is you're switching from E minor to E major to E minor, and doing that all in time with a metronome. in a metronome that you can do it comfortably, and then gradually increasing that, okay? So remember finger stretches as well. That's all of our exercises for this lesson. Remember to practice those until you feel pretty confident in the exercise, you feel that your hand is getting used to it and adjusting, and then move on to the next lesson, all right? Because you have a lot to practice now. 1, 2, 3, 4 alternate picking, E major, E minor, changing chords, and the finger stretches. Make sure you're improving in all of that and putting the time in and practicing every day. If you feel like you haven't had time to practice or you're skipping or not improving, don't move on to the next lesson, right? These will be here, you know? There's no rush to get through it. It doesn't matter if you get to the end. It matters if you do the practice and improve, right? So feel free again to write me with any questions you have as you're going along. If there's anything I forgot to mention or wasn't clear for you, feel free to write me and I'll clarify, all right? So I'll see you in the next lesson. Remember to practice.